Hi, I'm Andy Oliver and I'm here for Musical Theatre Review in Newcastle for the gala premiere of Sting's new musical The Last Ship here at the Northern Stage. I'll be catching up with some of the stars as they arrive on the red carpet, and I'd better hurry up because we've got to do this before the last ship sails.
Hello.
I'm Andy Oliver from Musical Theatre Review.
How are you?
Hello, I'm very well, thank you.
You've done some of the Joseph stuff, haven't you? Musical Theatre Review, I'm
We
sure
have.
yeah.
We've done a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I've been tweeted by you guys, so thank you for your support.
I did tweet you asked if you were here. Obviously being a North East guy, coming to a premiere like this in North East, we don't get very many, so it's a very special night, isn't it?
It is, and I think obviously, you know, Sting was from up here as well. It's really special, and on the river and back here, and the story of it all, it's really relevant.
Do you think, like, being from the North East, when I went to see Billy Elliot in the West End, I felt really emotional because I was from the North East. Do you think that's kind of going to have that pull for us, especially?
Well, I think so, you know, because I think it's the same kind of feeling of that kind of community spirit that people had back then, you know. And I think Billy Elliot and this as well. I mean, I don't know obviously I haven't seen it yet, but from what I've heard from the story and the storyline and everything, it's still that kind of thing that, like, family, community spirit, everybody knuckles down and grits down together and stuff, and celebrates triumphs together and goes through sad times together, all of that kind of thing. Yeah. And for some reason, I think the North East always kind of holds that for people.
We've always had when we was
you know, and I've experienced it in my career, you know, with having success and stuff. You know, the support that you get from up here is just incredible.
And I mean, obviously this is a Sting musical. We've been influenced by his music growing up as well.
Yes, massively. I've performed some of his songs in my shows before. Yeah. So I performed a cover of Englishman in New York. Wow. I'm hoping he sings that tonight.
Wow. Goosebumps.
But I'm a huge fan. I'm looking forward to meeting him.
Have a great night. Thanks for speaking.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
You must be immensely proud when your son has gone from soap from television to stage. Ghost, and of course this must be immensely proud of him that he's made that transition.
Absolutely. And other wonderful things in between. 3 years touring with Elton John, and lots of other West End shows.
Certain irony actually that, you know, Richard obviously is a singer-songwriter and a musician, which some people don't know, and of course two of his main idols, I think, in the music industry are Elton and Sting.
So when he was a little, those were the two people they were icons for him. To have worked with both is just
very special night for us, especially being from the North East. What's your earliest memories of growing up as a young man in the North East?
Travelling to Wallsend Boys Club on a Thursday and a Saturday and a Sunday to go and play my football as a young boy, as a 11 and 12-year-old, going training and playing. So I'm basically with a ball thrown at my feet as soon as I could walk. So football's all my memories.
This play is all about community. I think for people of our age, we are the same age actually. We grew up with the miners' strike, and it was very similar to the sort of hardships that were going on and the sort of camaraderie that was around at that time.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And obviously was well aware when the Swan Hunt was closed and how much impact it had on the community. So it was a tough time, and everyone had to rally together and come together. But we do that well here in the North East, and we always have, and I'm pretty sure we always will. And that's what's one of the main reasons, or one of the big reasons, why this region is so very special.
Thank you for speaking to us, Alan.
Thank you.
Enjoy your night.
All the best, thanks.
Where am I going?
Mr. Sting, please, thank you. Lovely, thank you.
Sting, can we have a word, please? Can we have a word, please? Thank you very much. Hello, sir. Andy Wylie from Musical Theatre Review. Obviously a very proud evening for you to be here tonight, not far from where you were actually growing up and to debut your musical.
It's a fantastic dream to come back here on Tyneside and actually have a play that's about the people it's been shown to. I think they recognise themselves or their uncles or their fathers or their mums who worked in that industry, and it's a tribute to, it's their story really. I'm proud
One of your earliest memories of growing up in the North East. Me, it was a very similar case. It was the miners' strike for me. And a very similar feel, really, to what's happening in your
Well, I was born in Wallsend, and literally in the shadow of Swan Hunters shipyard. And one of my earliest memories was watching the ship built at the end of the street and then launched. So this is a personal story to me. I know how important the yards were to people, how tough the work was, but also how proud people were of what they did. And I have nothing like that anymore.
No, it's all gone now. I hope you have a wonderful night, sir.
I will.
Does that make you sad, Sting, when you know, like, does it make you sad to know that the ship
building industry's gone
Well,
from here?
no, I'm not sad about it. I just think the story needs to be told in a way that is respectful and honours the people who did that job. So, yeah.
We're going back this way, so sorry.
Oh, we're going back.
I am thrilled and delighted to be here, seeing all the Geordie Mafia around, which is brilliant, and celebrating the last ship on the quayside. I mean, I say celebrating, I mean it's kind of mourning those days in a way, really, but I've heard that tonight is loads of, complete range of emotions, roller coaster of emotions, and I'm just thrilled to be here. This show has been, I've waited a long time to see this show. I never got to America to see it.
Yeah, Broadway, yes.
But I know how well it went down there. So but this is where it should be. And this is where it should be starting, I think.
For me, I've spoken to a lot of the people, especially Alan. She was the same age as me. We grew up in that time. It was the miners' strike, and it was very that community. It was all about pulling together in hard times.
Of course.
And from what I can see from this one, it's very similar. And I think it'll be quite an emotional night for
well,
people.
Well, it will. I mean, if it's anything like Billy Elliot, I mean, my boy's dad Tim was the first dad in Billy Elliot, and I saw that about 18 times, and I mean, I cried, and in fact, I still do cry if I see Billy Elliot, because that same thing, it tugs on the heartstrings, and just like you say, it's about when it's to do with the North East and its communities coming together. I think we're all proud of this region, I'm sure everyone's proud of their region, but I just think the Geordies are particularly proud of their region.
I think we're still proud of, even though the pits aren't around, we have relatives who were miners and who were shipbuilders.
Absolutely, of course. And I mean, we can always, I can remember seeing the ships at Swan Hunters, and those iconic images of the street that always looks like there's a ship superimposed at the bottom, but
So
they
big.
actually were at the bottom of people's roads, So it's just going to be great to hear Sting's perspective on it, and obviously Sting's music is so fabulous. And I did a workshop with him on Monday, listening to some other stuff he's been doing, and it's haunting. And
I've listened to some of the songs, and they are very emotional,
Yeah.
but quite Irish folklore. I touched on a little bit there. I hope you have a wonderful night, Denise.
Thank you very
thank
much
you for speaking.
indeed. Cheers, thank you.
You're a gentleman that is obviously synonymous with music, but you're very involved with this foundation as well, aren't you? With the helping of the building of the building, aren't you?
Yeah, we are. Yeah, so we met Graham a few years ago, and he sort of came to us, with the idea of what was going on and partnered up with North Robbins. And we played after the Great North Run 2 years ago. We did the Rock and Raise gig, which is like the music fundraising arm with the Graham Wylie Foundation. And that sort of, now looking back, that was like the kick-off point for the whole centre. So we raised a load of money there at the arena. That was the start of the funding. Obviously Graham's funded a lot of it as well. I've run the Great North Run a couple of times to raise money for the foundation as well. And now we get to the point where it's actually going to be opening.
Very, very proud night for you, not only in the North East, but have so many, massive stars turning up as well. You just want to turn around. Sorry, we're not to the back of your head there.
Yeah, it is. I mean, what's great about tonight is that all the money is going to go to the new musical therapy centre that's in Esmond, which will open tomorrow. So it's just appropriate that Sting's here, and that we're going to raise a load of money, and it's all going to help a worthy cause. Young kids, disadvantaged kids, disabled kids, learn the music and be more confident.
You've really, you must be very proud of the people you've got involved. I mean, Kaiser Chiefs opening the centre, Lee Westwood, £500,000, I believe it was, nearly it raised.
He did, 472,000.
Yeah, I mean that's a massive amount of money for a charity, isn't it?
It is. And the people of Newcastle are so generous as well.
Yeah.
I've done quite a few awards now, and gala dinners, and to see someone raise me 400,000 is amazing, just for a golf course. But the people here are just so generous, and it's all going to be a worthy cause as well. Which is great.
Do you think it goes with the kind of what I would say community spirit that we're talking about a lot tonight? We had it in the miners' strike in the 70s. Now we had it with the shipbuilding and everything.
Without a doubt. I mean, I've been down south on business as well, and I've been to various awards dinners and auctions, that sort of thing. And you don't get the kind of generosity you get up here, so it's fantastic.
I hope you have a wonderful night, Graham. It's a wonderful foundation.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, that's it from the Northern Stage here in Newcastle. We've had a wonderful night interviewing some wonderful stars here on the red carpet. Remember to follow us on Twitter and Facebook. This is Andy. I'll see you next time.